To my screencast for the course Advanced Web Development. I've been using Meteor. It's a fast developing framework. You write in JavaScript both on server and client side. It uses Mongo database and it's fully reactive, so it's very suitable for the kind of web service I wanted to build. The web service I want to build I called ZTDo. The ideas are based on the Zen To Done methodology. More information can be found at zenhabits.net. I will be linking below. The author of this Zen To Done is Leo Babota, and I have taken this methodology and tweaked it a little bit to suit my web service a little bit better. So let's get started. Now we're already logged in here. You can use either your Google ID as a login here, or you can use a custom username and password combination if you don't want to connect it to your Google account. The first thing you get to is this Collect tab. This field features autocomplete, and as usual you can use enter or that task button if you'd like. The idea here is to collect your thoughts. It's basically brain dump, both small and big things. The most important thing is that things you write here should be actionable. You should be able to complete them. It should not be loose ideas or some ideas that you want to do but you're not sure about when or how you're going to do them. It's a bad idea to put that kind of stuff in here. So keep it to simple stuff that's actionable, and you'll be fine. I'm going to put some in here so we got something to work with. We want to do something at the food store, possibly, maybe by... And as we can see here, we got the auto completion working here. That's because I've put some stuff in so we can see how it works. Basically, step down and you got it. And as you can see here, everything is put in the inbox. You don't really have to care too much about the inbox. You just need to know that it exists and it's the starting point for all your tasks. Now, when we got a bunch of tasks, both big and small, we can go further on to process. I should also say that you can complete stuff here, you can edit it, and you can delete it. It's nice and handy if you happen to write something wrong, or just don't figure it would be as actionable as you initially thought. So let's go on to process. Here we can see that everything we put in before is on the left side, and one is marked with a nice blue color. This means that this is the item we're going to work on. So the buttons on the right will be actions performed on the blue item or task that's marked. We got food store here. That's something big we want to do. I should first explain what BR and SAND is. BR stands for big rocks. Big rocks are bigger tasks that you have to do or you have to get done, and that will require a significant amount of time, more than possibly 15 minutes or so. These are things that you plan on doing during the day, and you might actually have to allocate time for them. SAND, on the other hand, is smaller tasks that doesn't take too much time to complete, but that you want to get done and be reminded of you have to do. The idea is that first you throw in the rocks. If your day is a bucket, first you throw in the rocks, then you fill out with sand around the rocks, and thereby your big tasks will get done, and around those you can fill in with sand tasks that can fill out the small slots of time that you get free during the day. The names here are the lists, which we can see like at food store or at work. Our context, you don't have to use context here, I just prefer it. Context is somewhere where you can do something. So for example, tomatoes and cheese I will most likely want to acquire at the food store. Therefore I can put them in as sand on the food store. But get the mail is most likely something I want to do at home. So therefore I'm gonna move it to the home context. This is basically just to sort out stuff that you can actually do where you are at the moment. So should we start process here? The do button here is for something that takes less than 2 minutes. So for example, if the food store is just next door to me, it might not take more than 2 minutes for me to go to the food store and get back. If so is the case, I press the do and a timer will start. If I've finished it, I can press done or OK. If I haven't finished this, I just press cancel or avbryt. But I haven't done it, so it's basically just to sort out stuff that's not really needed to put into a system. You can just do them as you please, like answering yes or no on an email and things like that. So let's start process. You can remove stuff here as well, but you can remove either by the X or the remove button. It's all is down to you. So food store is something big we want to do. I say I want to go to the food store from home, so therefore it's a big rock from home. Tomatoes is something big I want to do. Oh well, it's a sand I want to do at the food store, so I put it in sand. And cheese as well, bring out the trash. That could be a big thing, so it's a big thing I want to do at home. Get mail. That's not very time consuming, so I put it sand at home. And make food. Let's say I'm cooking food at home. So now we've processed everything, and you see it's empty here, which means we can go on to the next step. It's a planning step. Here we can mark the big rocks we want to do today. So the planning or the plan is where we will start out each day and plan what tasks we want to do that day. So I've chosen here to restrict to 3 big rocks. It could be 2 to 3. It should be modifiable in the future. Anyhow, to mark something as a big rock, we just click it. And if there's more big rocks than 3 here, you can only choose 3 of them. But I choose those. And if you happen to choose something you don't want there, for example, you can use the undo button, and that will move it back to the inbox, and you can mark another one if there would be any here. So we mark sand tasks. I want cheese, I want tomatoes, and I want to get mail today. But it's not important, it's not massively important. So now we've chosen our tasks for one day. The review page here is basically just a list of all categorized sand and big rock tasks. This is for you to be able to see everything that's in your system and everything you will be able to choose from at the planning stage. So this is more for continuous use, so after a couple of days or weeks you might want to go here and see if that task isn't really interesting to me anymore. So therefore I can remove it, or you can modify it, and so on and so forth. When we have planned our day, we can go to the dashboard. This is where we will be during the day when we want to do stuff. We can't add stuff here. We can only take stuff off, really. And we can see a little bit of statistics for how many tasks we've completed during the last 7 days, or within the last 7 days. So I want to tell this system that I've been to the food store. So I take OK, or task done. And we're at the food store. I got tomatoes and cheese. Now if I come home and I know that I start making food, and when food is over I always take out the trash. So all my big rows are done for today. I can use the all done button here and just take them all off. We can see down below here that the graphs update as we complete stuff, and therefore we can see how many tasks completed within the last 7 days. Let's complete that one as well, because I got the mail when I got home, and they're all done for today. And next day we can start with the collect feature and so on. I just want to show you that at the options here we can add and remove lists. If we remove something, the items that's in the list will be moved to inbox. If we add one, it will be possible to use at the processing stage. So I'm just going to add another list at let's see, hardware store, and we can see that it shows up here at the hardware store. One last thing I want to show you is that there is a built-in tutorial. As I've been talking now, I haven't used the tutorial, but if you come to the web page and don't really know what it does, and want to see how the workflow is intended to be, you can start a tutorial and you can end the tutorial here. Basically, starting it will pop you over here, and there's steps you can work through. If you want to end the tutorial, you can always click on that tutorial button up here. And yeah, I can move this around, and basically this will just tell you everything I just told you, but in an interactive tutorial, so you can do it at your own pace. So that was my project in the Advanced Web Development course. If you want to use this, there should be somewhere online. If it's not online, it's me working on it or perfecting it somewhere. And if you want to learn this Zen To Done methodology, I strongly encourage you to go to zenhabits.net, and if you're really serious about this, go read the documents on that page before starting with this app. That will make it a lot easier to understand how to work with it. So, thank you for listening.